Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Defect, Ascension level 15. Had a bit of a rough go of Spire yesterday. We're going to crack the knuckles. We're going to stretch up, stretch down, stretch all around. We're going to try to make good decisions here today, get lucky, and win a few runs of Slay the Spire. So, colorless card, transform 2 cards for 7 HP. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP or replace your starting relic. I think replacing your starting relic can be quite good as the defect, because 1 lightning is, if you have an upgraded zap, free. So it's not really, it doesn't seem like it's all that worthwhile. We could not get a free elite. Well, no, we could if we go this way and hit up the early shop. I think instead, we'll probably go this route, 4 combats, 1 question mark, fight an elite, and then we have the opportunity to fight more. I mean, we could fight 4 elites if we really wanted to. I don't think I really want to, but we'll probably just try to go for transformation here. Lose 7 max HP isn't that much, and if we can get some good attacks, and you know what? Cold Snap is better than a Strike, because you get Frost, and Reinforced Body is a very good block, so I don't really feel that that was that bad of a play there. We can play Reinforced Body for 2, so we'll do it like this. You know, we have now a way of generating some Frost, which can help us, or prevent us from taking damage on certain fights, and we've got a Reinforced Body, which I would like to add to the deck anyways, so it's not that bad. Sweeping Beam, Streamline. Hello, world. Let me take a drink first. Streamline, pretty good for just raw damage, especially up against the Gremlin Knob. I actually think Streamline is pretty good, because if you're fighting the Gremlin Knob, you really need some way of doing damage quickly. And if you play this twice, it's 30 damage for 3 energy. You know what's also 30 damage for 3 energy? Sunder. And I like Sunder. So I think I'll take a Streamline just for the early raw damage. And if you draw it on turn 1, we're killing a Spike Slime, which is pretty good. You know, it's gonna be a card that we are happy to see now. Weak. Yeah, this is a bad turn. There's no way I'm killing you. So we're gonna take 12 damage, or 10. You know, Streamline is a card that I'm excited to have early, but it's not gonna be a card that's going to be important later. It's just a card that's good enough now. That's a waste of a question mark, unfortunately. Well, if we play Streamline, we can't block enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to probably Cold Snap Reinforced Body. Or Zap. What do we got coming up? Not a lot of block. Let's Cold Snap. I'd like to walk into that elite fight at 54 HP. Because it's not like we're getting more health before we fight. Excuse me. Hey, Sunder, the card I was talking about. Sunder's a great card. It's gonna be a little hard to utilize immediately, but especially if we can upgrade it, 32 damage that is actually free is just beautiful. We have a very physical deck right now, which I do enjoy. Lagavulin. How do we want to fight Lagavulin? Well, a Sunder is pretty good to wake you up. I think we actually want to wake you up with a Streamline Cold Snap or a Streamline Zap. Potion of Capacity. When would we use this potion? I could wake you up with a Melter. But the next turn we're drawing Streamline. I'd prefer to wake you up with the Streamline because that is going to be cheaper in the future, which means we can play other attacks or other blocks in the same turn. So I much prefer that. No Claw Sab, says Jojo. I'm not really building a particular deck archetype right now, but I still don't really value Claw that much unless I'm going specifically into that type of a build. So 24 damage, or 10 plus 12, so it's 24 damage or 22 damage, or we could play a dual cast. I don't think we need a dual cast. I think we're okay just maybe playing the Sunder. We're gonna take 16 damage. We're gonna be a little lower on HP than I would prefer. What kind of a draw is this? That sucks. But, you know, that's fine. Hopefully we'll be fine. 20 damage. If we don't have to use the potion, I won't use the potion. But if we ever take damage, we gotta use it, but you're dead. Get Happy Flower. It's actually a pretty good relic. Reprogram, which I'm done. I'm done trying to get that card to work in any deck. I will take a creative AI. With 25 HP and multiple elites, I think we will rest. Although I would love to upgrade Sunder in case we fight the obelisks. It's actually Gremlin Knob. Gremlin Knob is fine too. We're just gonna have to Sunder and then use a potion, or Streamline Potion. Let's just make sure that we can kill you next turn. We'll take 16 damage. This is one of those combats, strangely enough, where... we don't even have to use it. Where it would be nice if we could fight that on Ascension 18, because we don't care about him making us vulnerable on turn 1 if we kill him on turn 2. Another Potion of Capacity, kind of useless. I will take a Leap. We've added in a few attacks. We have not added in any sort of good defense. Now, do we want a turn 1 creative? I think a turn 1 creative is too much, because we're probably not going to be playing it, unless we go heavy into storms, which we've done in the past. Sure, I'll put that in the bottle, why not? Now, oh my god, we have to fight 2 elites, huh? If we have to fight 2 elites, let's fight this one, and then we'll decide what to do. We might just bypass to the right and go to the camp. So let's go to this shop. Runic Capacitor is honestly kind of lovely. We're just gonna buy that immediately, and then give me a Beam Cell, because we're rocking a lot of physical damage right now. I will lose 6 max HP because our max HP is already low, and our HP is pretty low. If I play that loop, you're gonna wake up, but I still just want to stall and play more powers. Bias Cognition. We can play Bias Cognition, I think. We want to kill you before like 3 turns anyways. Now this is a pretty bad turn for Echo Form, I'll admit. It's a pretty bad turn in general, because we're very close to dying. But he's also taking a lot of damage. I think we'll be able to kill him. If I have to use the potion, we have to use the potion. So he's currently taking 20 damage. If we potion him, we just have to hit him for 7, so that'll do it. Okay, Lagavulin's dead. We get a now we get the Hyper Beam, where it actually might work with, you know, reprogram, but whatever. Let's take a Steam Barrier for free block. I'll do this as much as I can. There we go. Now we're at 2 HP. You could argue that it might not have been the smartest idea to do that, but, you know, when did I ever say I was a smart person? F run? No, we're not gonna F the run. Not on these guys anyways. We actually have the capability of killing them. 8. Okay, F the run, we're actually dead because we didn't draw any blocks. Alright, so the Louse did kill us. We didn't draw any blocks in turn 2. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, let's do it again. I had fun, you know, making it up to that point in the Spire, though. Although we would have won if we didn't go hard on the percentage event, trying to get a free anything, but whatever. So, if we go for enemies in your next 3 combats of 1 HP, we might be able to hit up question marks into an elite. If we do that, we could come up here and fight a second elite, or we could go and fight the burning elite. Or we could just go for max HP. I'm gonna go for max HP because I don't think we'll hit the free. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna hit the free elite. Now, where do we want to go? I want to go left path. 5 combats directly into an elite. Let's do it. Okay. Immediately hate this turn, taking 7 damage. If we can get a self-repair, I'll feel a lot better about our chances, but we'll see. Bum, 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 bum. Can I kill you? No. So we'll take 1 damage. At least we did draw enough defense on that turn. And you should be dead. So we took 8 damage, I think. It's not good. It's not good at all, but it's fine. Bum, 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 bum. Gonna take a lot of damage here too, huh? I suppose I could have gone for the spike slimed and hoped that it would have killed him. But it didn't kill him. So there you go. Alright, we took a little bit of damage, but we're still trucking along. Genetic algorithm is always an interesting early choice. This is a little low value due to the fact that we're gonna have a hard time killing the cultist dual casting on turn 1, but as long as we go slow, we should be okay. Perfect. Barrage Claw Rebound. You know, a free claw is not horrible. You know, it's a free attack. It'll scale slowly. I'll grab it. I was really hoping that we could get something else like a ball lightning, glacier, something like that. You know me, I prefer glacier and ball lightning to things like you're dead, by the way. To things like Cold Snap. I don't like cards that mix themselves together. Like, it's a defense and a block. Although I say that, but Iron Wave is like a really good card. But at least Iron Wave is a good defensive card that kind of works in the Ironclad's deck pretty nicely. Well, this is a very bad turn. We're gonna take 11 damage. Now you're dead and we're taking none. Just had to kill the slimes first because that frailty was really annoying when it hit us. Glacier, okay. Now we do have a reprogram and we do have, you know, low-cost cards that might synergize with that, but I think it's horrible. We could also take a self-repair. I think a glacier is more important, but I would love to also find a self-repair. We're gonna use our potions here. I will play a glacier. Passive block makes up for the strength gain, and it's easier to evoke orbs now. Well, we're just gonna have to try to kill you next turn, so we're gonna take another 10. We'll have to rest at the... Actually, let's see if we can live first. We'll have to rest at the next camp. I guess we could just let Fairy in a Bottle tank damage for us, and then we can just... Oh, we got self-repair. We can just, like, push on forward. I would like to try to fight the second elite, though. I'm gonna rest. If we can keep this potion forever, I'll be happy with that. Now, we have the makings for an orb build. What we need is more capacitor and more focus. That's why I was so happy to see that runic capacitor on the last run. I should have played more blocks. Because with runic capacitor, you know, you get the ability to... we'll do it like this, take 1. With runic capacitor, you get the ability to get those orb slots for free without needing to actually find other cards to do it. AKA capacitor. It's quite nice. Okay, we're gonna take 6 damage. Again, as long as we've got the fairy in a bottle, I'm happy to keep going. Yeah, this seems good. I don't know if I will rest before the next elite. I think we'll just go fight the next elite, honestly. I think we should. We'll rest and upgrade, like, genetic algorithm or self-repair or something. I'll take 1. We're slowly working them down. I mean, to be fair, this fight is kind of what the defect excels at. He excels at a fight that is long and it requires you to get hit for small amounts of damage repeatedly. I do hate that we did take like another 6 damage there, but at least we healed a little bit. We got a ball, or sorry, we got a dead branch, and we could get a ball lightning, which I think I will take. Meat on the bone is wonderful. With meat on the bone, I think we do fight the elite, because if we take damage, we'll just heal it back. Hopefully. And now I say that, and the turn 1 here actually kind of blows, because if he hits for 16, we have to block our way out of it. Which we can't do. So we will use Fairy in a Bottle right here, and then we have to kill you very, very soon, let's say. Let's just say very soon. But with meat on the bone, we can sustain ourselves at low HP slightly. 28 HP. Thunderstrike, Cold Snap, Streamline. Thunderstrike can be a good finisher, but we only have 2 lightning cards, so it's probably not worth grabbing right now. You know, I'm wrong. I am gonna grab it. Even if it's not playable, we can hold on to it. I'll do this once. I like calling it out. Oh, dude, Toxic Egg is great. I like calling it out before I click on it so that you know I'm not a liar. You know? But this is actually phenomenally great for us. To be able to pick up a Toxic Egg on the first floor, even though it is, you know, 13 floors up, it's very nice to have. Now you're doing 16 damage. We're gonna start putting up blocks. We'll get that self-repair out there. Self-repair plus meat on the bone is a pretty nice combo. We actually don't really need self-repair thanks to meat on the bone, but it is good to have. Okay, we need to play genetic. I would like to play a ball lightning, and I would like to play a cold snap. They will all die. We don't have repair out though. So let's stall for a turn. You're dead anyways. I was kind of hoping we could draw self-repair, but that's fine. 34 HP. Equilibrium, Fusion, Double Energy. We're gonna take Equilibrium. That's a great block card. We're still on meat on the bone range. Are we? Yeah. I'd like to say that turn 1 kind of sucks. To not get any attacks on the turn when you need attacks is not good. But at least we... At least we've got some orbs out there now. Genetic is a good call here, I think. Doing 19 damage. I mean, we have enough block, so I don't really want to play a Glacier. I just want to make sure that you die and then start working you down. We're gonna get Ball Lightning. And we have a Thunder Strike. That's 14 damage, it's not nearly enough. 17, this does 10, this does 6. See, we won't be able to play Self-Repair, but I still think we kill you. We could have used a Fear Potion, but I want to hold potions because we have so many of them now. Oh, hey, look, reprogram upgraded. I'm going to say no on that, though. We're going to upgrade. Oh my god, we can upgrade. It's a miracle. What are we going to upgrade, though? A little bit of extra damage on the lightning isn't that important. Maybe like a dual cast or a zap could be nice. I think that genetic algorithm gets like the best value permanently because we can start scaling it earlier now. I like it. Disposable account says this deck needs an electrodynamics. Every deck needs an electrodynamics. That's just, you just, what is it called? A truism? It's like, it's obviously true. If we bring back Glacier, that's pretty good block value. Or we could just bring back like a genetic. Give me the Hello World, why not? Get a Core Surge. That's an interesting get. I don't know if we really need it, but we do have a turbo too. So we could Core Surge. You know what? This'll, because of the fact that we have Artifact, this just is +1 strength, +1 dex. A good use for reprogram. We've done it. We have discovered the miracle of the Sphinx here. We should have probably played the turbo, but whatever. Now all we need is a way of making that show up a little bit more often. You're doing 6 damage. You're not gonna attack next turn, so let's get a zap out there. Now we can barrage. Thunderstrike. Oh, you know, it's getting there. It's a little slow though. I don't know if we can kill Hexaghost before he gets around, but hopefully we can. Draw 2? I don't really want to draw cards. I'll take 1 damage. We'll survive another hit by Hexaghost, but we're just not scaling as much as we need to. So I could take 6 in order to do 32 damage. Because of our rollover energy, we can still play a charge battery. Okay, it's fine. 30 damage. Well, this is as good as it gets, because I still want to keep hitting you. We're gonna take 2 damage. Okay, Hexaghost I think is now dead. A little scary, but we got it done. Seek Machine Learning Core Surge. Well, upgraded, I think a Seek is probably the right call there. Black Star, Runic Pyramid, Astrolabe. Without Electrodynamics, I don't think we're gonna fight elites. Astrolabe is interesting. You know, if we transform strikes into attacks, blocks, orb generators, whatever, they'll be upgraded. Black Star will be useful at some point, but I think I'd prefer something a little bit more powerful early because our deck because our deck is a little weak, I think we need one of these 2 options. With Turbo, holding on to cards to play them at the right moment is actually kind of interesting. With charge batteries, you can get good energy value. I think Runic might be the way to do it. Yeah. One problem though is Dead Branch might fill up your hand, but I still think you go Runic. We've taken Runic Dead Branch before. Transform sometimes gives good rare cards. That's true, but the thing is that I feel like just transforming 3 strikes isn't good enough. I feel like holding onto your cards to play them more appropriately is good enough. I really value the non-discarding effect of Runic Pyramid. I think it can be extremely great. Extremely powerful. Though admittedly, again, I don't think we will be able to, I don't think we'll be able to fight elites, because we don't have that capability right now. Doing 11 damage. I think I'll take 2. Doing 22 damage. This is where we probably use genetic. Equilibrium doesn't really matter anymore because of Runic Pyramid, but it is still a good block. Even if it's on the expensive side slightly. Seek can bring in... What happened to Turbo? Oh, we never added Turbo. We got that from, like, Hello World. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, Seek can bring out, like, a couple of strikes, but I think we need to play Genetic. Can't really play Reprogram. I think we will play a Defend. I think we'll play a Strike. Take no damage. Then we can play Charge Battery, get energy for the next turn. If I Seek... Oh, Auto Shields is actually kind of good. I wish we could hold it. If we play Zap, we take no damage. And then we can Strike. Next turn we can Dual Cast to gain 10 block. And an Equilibrium gets us enough block. And then we can Strike. We're just waiting until we have Lethal here. And we might have Lethal now that we've got the Thunderstrike powered up so that it's doing 28 damage. With 4 energy. We got him. So we healed on that fight, which is actually kind of nice. I think we definitely need a boot sequence. We're going to be holding on to these cards anyways, so you might as well do that. Dude, what about an Apparition? They're going to be upgraded. We can keep them in hand and play them for perfect block. I know we're low on max HP, but I actually think that that's not a bad idea. Now, we need to not take damage, like, ever, but 3 Apparitions in the deck that don't exhaust and that give us intangibility, that's very good value. Genetic algorithm is kind of like another Apparition anyways, because it's eventually going to give us like 100 block, ideally, in the future. So I think this is okay. We need to expend some cards. I can't attack you 3 times. Am I going to accept taking 2 damage? I think I'm going to accept taking 2 damage. So I can get that Zap out there. But I'll hold on to the Strike and the Claw so I can hit them and knock them down. We've got a self-repair, so a little bit of damage is fine. Apparition, maybe not that good against the birds, but other enemies it will be. They're hitting pretty freaking hard, though. Now I gotta hit you once to knock you down. Now there's 24 damage on the field, so that's a genetic. We have 2 creatives in hand. All right, our hand is getting a little bit thick. We need to recycle, add it immediately. Recycle and a whole bunch of turbos. That's a lot of damage incoming. We're gonna play an Apparition. Barrage is very good. It just knocks one of you jokers down. I think that's pretty good. I think probably another Apparition boot sequence, but let's get that dual cast. 3 damage, not enough. I'd like to kill... you? Then we can boot sequence, take no damage. And we can play self-repair next turn. Ah, but you know what? If I play Sweeping Beam, they won't all die, will they? Because if you get hit by an orb, you're dead. This will do 3 damage to you. You'll be on 5 HP. A lightning won't kill you. So if you play Sweeping Beam, next turn we can play Self-Repair. Okay. I don't know if this is good or not, but I feel like in a lot of my Spire runs, when I have to slow down in order to play well, I feel like I perform better. So I'm kind of happy with how this is going so far. Bag of marbles. You know what? I'm gonna take it because I need things. I need cards. I need relics. I need everything. We're going to make things. Honestly, making things cheap is very worthwhile because we have energy problems. I think we're gonna skip elites because we have no electrodynamics and we have no weakness and we have 3 energy. It's just not a very good it's not a very good. This is super dangerous. It's not a very good setup for us. 10 damage. And our hand is gonna get very full very fast. It's already full of 2 and 3 cost cards except for 1. This is awful, but we're gonna try to make it work. With apparitions, in theory, we can just put out lightning and just keep playing apparitions over and over again. So like even right now I'm like, apparition? Now let's get rid of an equilibrium first. Because there's nothing to play for 1 energy with genetic, and I want to try to get good energy value on my turns. Again, can't really do that. We could play a defend. And then this apparition. We get a turbo, which could allow us to dump a strike out of our hand. It's kind of an expensive strike, but I do think that's pretty good. 15 damage. Well, we can apparition again. Genetic algorithm we can use next turn. So give me an apparition defend. Actually, a rainbow gets us an up block. Dump that from our hand. Now we don't have orbs out there, but as long as we play 2 orb generators, we can evoke the dark orb. They're taking 15 damage. Let's play. This is probably a biased genetic turn, although we really do need to get this zap out there, but it's expensive. But I guess we could boot sequence zap, yeah. $27 damage. This is genetic. Or apparition, and we'll take 1 damage. Actually, with static discharge, as soon as you hit me, you're gonna take 24 damage. So really, we should play genetic algorithm to take 1 HP. Although if we play apparition, we only take 1 HP, but we can't play self-repair, unfortunately, because it's too expensive. So I think we should play genetic. It makes it better. You know, it does what we want it to do. Yeah. Yep. Actually, we can take no damage if we dual cast. Okay. Tough fight, but we managed to make it through. I will take a upgraded leap. I will buy 2 potions. Liquid Memories and a fire potion is okay. Now we could, if we wanted, turn and fight an elite. We do have 4 potions, so in theory, we could get some pretty good value out of these. But elite fights scare the crap out of me right now. I kind of don't want to do it. You can't make me. I'll take a gremlin horn, though. Man, you suck. At least we have an apparition in hand, though. $24 damage. Well, this is a good apparition turn. We did get an electro in our hand. Which is kind of nice. Let's get that dual cast out of our hand. Excuse me. We got another apparition. That's 9 block, 12 block. We can block our way out of this and hold on to the apparition. I think we overblocked slightly, but that's okay. This is 21 damage. We got another Apparition. Okay, I think we should get this out of our hand. Next turn we Apparition Defend, self-repair as well. Apparition, defend, get that self-repair out of here. Next turn we can Apparition Defend again. Dude, these Apparitions, they're making a difference, you know? They're helping a lot. I mean, on some of these turns, I can even save the Apparitions with like that genetic algorithm, which is another Apparition, but you know, this is going quite well so far. Focus Potion. I don't really want to change the energy cost of things in hand, so we'll take that. I like Sunder. It's pre-upgraded. It's a solid, heavy-hitting attack. I would like Oddly Smooth Stone and Capacitor, but I think you gotta go membership card first. It's not amazing, because I didn't have enough money for anything else, really, but it's, you know, good enough. Liquid Memories and a Fire Potion. If we're gonna Liquid Memory something back, it'll be a Ball Lightning. But let's I'm gonna hold it though. And the reason why is if we get Sunder, that's what I want to Liquid Memories back, rather than a Ball Lightning. Because Sunder's a kill. You get energy and card draw. And then we can... This is a tough fight, by the way. I'm gonna probably go all out. Then we can Liquid Memories, Sunder, make it free. Fire Potion, you, strike Sunder. Now we have 7 energy. Somehow we managed to make this work very well in our favor. Now what do we want in hand? We want to make Genetic Algorithm better. We've already played Self-Repair, so let's just dump a strike out of our deck. I'll play that because we're gonna kill you before that card matters. And you're dead. Almost at full health too. Another genetic or a capacitor. We do have a consume, so I think with consume you have to go capacitor, although another genetic, it really fits the bill as being another great block card. But you gotta take the card that you always have a hard time getting in the run, I think. I think I'll use a Power Potion. A loop is fine. Lady Aranine, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Darnunu says, Elite Fight might have been easier than this thing defeated me many times. If you're talking about Snake Plant, yeah, Snake Plant is pretty annoying, isn't it? I'm not a big fan of Snake Plant. We got 10 block that we need. Apparition Defend does it. I do feel like seeking out the free cards so that we can play them for good value on this turn, but then we won't have enough for an Apparition Defend. I guess we could take damage. Yeah, I guess we could take damage. A Meteor Strike. All right, well, not really what I wanted. Still, we can take 1. We're healing for 7 because of self-repair, so if we take 1, who cares? In fact, if we take 4 damage, it also doesn't really matter, but I tell you what, let's consume and then boot sequence to get it out. We're doing 12 damage per turn. All we need to do is just keep blocking slightly. I would like to stall for genetic. That would be great if we can get that far. You're expensive. I want you out of my hand. Although, we could play a Ball Lightning. Or multicast would do 33 damage. So you are dead next turn if we want you to be. And if I can stall you... Now you're dead. I was gonna try to wait for the genetic, but that still works. Leap, Claw, Beam Cell. I kind of like a Beam Cell so that we can like Beam Cell Sunder. We do have a few, you know, physical attacks in the deck, and it's a free card, and we only have 3 energy. Leap for block, pretty nice. But we don't really, it seems like we don't really need blocks that much. Once we get our apparitions out there, hopefully by that time we'll have orbs doing the block for us. That's the plan. I'm just gonna hold that in my hand, actually. Bill Thompson, welcome to the stream. And Gladair, welcome as well. Consume. Glacier. Everything else can be held. After we win and defeat this boss, we do need to add some sort of energy relic to our deck, because we do have an energy problem, obviously. Dark Orb's pretty good. We need to add like 10 turbos too. If we can stall on the Dark Orb, maybe we can kill the Mystic in one hit, but then the Centurion is going to be a pain in the butt. They're not attacking this turn, so they're going to go for the buff. They're already 6 strength up. I think honestly, maybe I just hit you. If I can keep your HP lower than your friend, then we can evoke the Dark Orb and it'll hit you. Yeah, so here's my plan. Here's my groundbreaking plan. Strike Zap. If you get hit once, you're dead. But I'll still play an Apparition to make sure that we're not going to take damage. 21 damage. You're gonna keep buffing yourself, fine. 21 damage. It's an expensive card to play. I'm gonna take another charge battery. It's a block that it's energy. I think we need it. I will upgrade a capacitor. I hate to say it, but we're not really that much of a orb build, are we? We only have 1 consume and 1 capacitor. We've had no other like good powers show up that handle orbs or focus. It's a little underwhelming, but hopefully we'll be able to make it work. Am I okay taking 1 damage? I'm okay taking 1 damage. If we would seek out like a Beam Cell FTL, but maybe a Beam Cell Sunder on a turn when he's not attacking would be better. I do want to seek out Capacitor Glacier at some point too. So you're hitting for 31. You can block that. You take 3 damage, which is fine. So let's Genetic, Capacitor, and I'll play the Defend just to play it, because I don't want it in my hand. Okay, now you're not doing anything, so I actually think maybe we'll just like Beam Cell Thunderstrike. Our hand is mighty thick, full of goodness. I think we're gonna charge battery boot sequence. Echo form goodbye. You appeared on the wrong turn, my friend. Stay ethereal, my friend. 25 damage. Well, charge battery's good. Leap is good. How much damage are we taking now? None. Get these strikes out of here. We don't really need overclock at all. If I said it once, I'll say it again. We need a recycle. Brave Hero asks, does it hurt the card's feelings when you say, I don't want it in my hand? Well, some cards I want, just not in my hand. Being frail sucks. What's Apparition? Get these cards out of my hand. Now, Hello World could give us turbos. If we really wanted to risk it. So I think he is gonna heal next turn. He's only half dead, that seems kind of dangerous, but you know, we've got Apparitions in our hand. Oh my god, what kind of a draw is this? Strike, strike, seek. Give me a Give me a consume for the next turn, and then give me a charge battery to start rolling over blocks. Or energy, rather. We're still vulnerable, but we'll purge that with the Apparition. So yeah, we got an Apparition. And then I think we need to consume. That Dark Orb is gonna... I'm resting all of my hopes and dreams on that Dark Orb, kind of. I'm hoping that I can get it to the front and then dual cast it later. Okay, this is gonna be his execute, so we have to Apparition here. He's just kind of going all out, isn't he? Okay, let's start rotating our orbs. Darkness, get it pushed up to the front. All for one to bring stuff back. Beam Cell, FTL, Claw. And a Glacier kills you next turn. So we're gonna make it out of the fight just fine. We're gonna be at full health. Sounds good to me. Seek buffer, all for one. Another Seek does work, except our hand gets full very quickly. But if we can seek out like Consume and Capacitor and play them on a single turn, eventually seek out like a Turbo and a Hologram, we'll be happy with that. Now, do we need Busted Crown? Not really. Do we need Frozen Core? Frost does seem pretty valuable. It's probably better than one Lightning at this point. But we need energy. We have to take energy. Can no longer upgrade cards. We don't need to upgrade cards. Toxic Egg means that all of our skills are going to be upgraded. And if I add a good power to the deck, I'm going to be happy to have it regardless. So I think that's what we want. Have to fight you. We have to get all 3 key pieces here on this floor, unfortunately. Man, it is so nice to have 4 energy. It's so good. I'll take 1 damage. It's going to be so much easier to play our deck now. I'm so happy about this. So I think we want to seek out probably a genetic for this turn. Seek out a genetic and like an FTL or something. Give me a genetic seek, actually. Let's make sure that we have that in hand for the future. Did get a defrag. Play the capacitor. Play the self-repair. I'm happy with that turn. Jojo says, I just played some Spire along, and holy hell, the A19 bosses are dicks. Yep, just wait till you get to A20, you have to fight 2 of those jerks. Because that's what's coming up. It's only a Claw. All for one might not be worth playing, although we can seek and get some more attacks on this turn. I think we'll do that, because otherwise that kind of blows for a turn. Should have dual casted too. Why'd it bring back Glacier? What? Why did playing that pull Glacier back into my hand? What happened? That was a weird one. Okay. Not quite enough block. That's enough block. Hit. Just kind of waiting on like a Thunder Strike to get a kill, but it's we only have like 2 lightning cards in the deck, so it takes a long time for that to happen. We can dump the defense. We also need to purge so many cards from this deck. Because there's so much stuff here that we just don't want to ever see. Like the strikes and defense have to go. There, okay. Maybe if you just have Dead Branch long enough, eventually you'll find an Electrodynamics if you're lucky. Maybe that's the rule. Took a while, but we got it. Turbo has to be added. Okay, well, I like this. You have more HP. I think we'll just Apparition. Actually, this is pretty good, because you can Seek, and then you can Seek the other Seek, And we're gonna need more block cards, so let's get those in our hand. We got another boot sequence too. What's happening? Where's that turbo? Oh, it's in our hand. Okay, sweet. Give me these. Okay, what's happening? Are we good? Okay, end turn. We played a lot of cards there, surprisingly. It was a strange turn. As strange a turn as I've ever had. This is not a good time to hit you, I think, but at least we can hit you once. Then we just wait. Yeah, once we get our cards out there, you literally can't hurt me. So I'm just gonna play Genetic to play it. Hold on, do I have 56? Oh, right, I played Genetic Algorithms. Like, how did I get that much block? Oh, right, you played the card that gave you that much block. I forgot about that. So I think here we're just gonna block, toss out a couple of those apparitions. You know what? Just like, I just want the lightning to kill you. There you go. Regen potion. Probably better than distilled chaos or whatever the heck that one was called. Claw, recursion, or fission? I think fission is pretty good to evoke the orbs and allow you to play more cards, but the problem with fission is that we don't have a lot of ways to generate orbs because of the fact that we have all the cards in our hand clogging up the deck like strikes and defends. Recursion is nice because it just gives you, you know, one orb value for free. If we get a dark orb, then being able to recursion that and keep it around would be kind of nice, so maybe try it. We'll take a little bit of damage here. We'll take 2. I don't care about taking 2 damage. I do care about not good turns, though. It's fine. Kind of just waiting for the Sunder to beam sell him. I guess we can draw it now if we really want to. We boot sequence Equilibrium, we'll go to 26 block. We can get to 36 block, which means, well, actually 26 block is enough. We'll take no damage, I think. I think we'll play Turbo here. Now, let's start here. What do we want? We want a Sunder, and then probably like another Apparition. There goes the Turbo. Beam Cell Sunder. We're taking no damage, so end turn. Hold on to the Apparitions, hold on to the Storms. These Apparitions are like very good cards, but admittedly they are sometimes slow. I've only channeled 3 lightning. We really do need to find a way to channel more lightning in the future. That is going to be quite important as we progress here. We got to recycle. Oh, thank God. Recycle creative. Gives us a leap. This does 21 damage. And then hold on, I need an attack. I don't have any attacks. Okay, well, we'll block, then we'll block, then we'll turbo, then we'll block, then we'll capacitor, and then we'll block. Oh, we have a lightning out there because we played a power. Forgot about that. Scrape, sweeping, compile driver. I think that's a big no thank you. Madness. I think madness works to make cards free, but we don't. It takes us a long time to shuffle down to that point where a free card would matter. I'm just gonna lose 2 max HP. We're going very low on that max HP, but what else are we gonna do? Ornamental Fan's not what the deck is built around. Oh god, it's like, no, we'll fight you, we'll fight you and we'll win. We got a Seek out of the Seek, that's pretty good. What did I want the Seek to draw? Probably Consume. So we can consume. Incursion. Can seek out. Glacier. Capacitor. We can get those out. Chill gives us 2 more orbs. I think that's a good place. We've got a genetic algorithm which gets us out of a turn, and we just have to wait for more of the apparitions to show up. We do need to dump Skim from our hand. Okay, we got 25 passive block now at least. Wounds are going to be added to the deck unless we can kill the daggers as they spawn in. But unfortunately on a turn like this, like, it just kind of sucks. Because we have no lightning out there, we're not doing any damage. We got potions, we might be able to use those to give us a little bit of an edge. But well, I'm literally doing 0 damage. I guess I don't have a creative in the deck. I thought I did. I guess eventually Thunderstrike will kill some stuff. This is a very slow fight, though. A very slow fight indeed. Hey, I did some damage. 34 incoming. We got 15 block. Okay, now we've got, we got 28. So, yep, 28. Play both of these, we should be fine. He's only a third dead, but at least he doesn't get stronger. We kind of do with Consume, but we don't have enough orb slots to really get that strong. Just gonna keep slow playing it. The wounds are gonna start shuffling around too. But I guess it doesn't really matter that much because it's not like we're playing the... it's not like we need hand space to play other cards. Deck is too thick. Too thick. Rather, our hand is too thick right now. I already have enough block. Keep hitting you. 58. If we can make it out of a elite Reptomancer fight taking no damage, I will be absurdly surprised. +16 +15. We actually don't need that much more block. 41 HP. Slowly making progress. This does 30 damage. A wound has been added to our hand. It's not going away. Holy crap, we actually killed Reptomancer. The longest fight I've ever seen. We got a motion chip out of that. One of the worst relics I've ever seen. Not really that good. Dude, I'll be honest with you, another ball lightning is kind of nice. We have very low orb generation. I will recall. And then we'll fight Nemesi. I guess we'll just play the boot sequence. Motion ship is S tier. Ogrim has no idea, apparently, how to value relics in Slay the Spire. I thought that was the case. It's weird because Emotion Chip is a rare relic, but it's just absolutely awful at its job, which I'm very amused by. Okay, we need an Apparition, and ideally we would like to play Consume soon because we have a Capacitor in hand. So if we do an Apparition, what would we play along with it? An Apparition Glacier would be okay, but we also have a Defend. So if we Apparition Defend Capacitor, that's good. Or Auto Shield, but probably just play the Defend. Apparition, Defend, Capacitor. Oop, weird sound effect there. 21 damage. You're intangible, so this is not a very good time to hit you. So we'll do that and dump a couple of strikes out there. Dun-dun-dun! Lady Aranine says, Abe, you haven't updated your stream schedules yet. You are absolutely right. I have not done that yet. I really should do that at some point to show that I am starting a little bit earlier now. I guess I'm still thinking that this is like trial run, but it's not really a trial run at this point, is it? 21 damage. Can I kill you? Yes. Well, I mean, I gotta admit, oh, Mummified Hand is fantastic. I think we're doing a pretty good job so far. Question card. Really makes me wish I took the other option for relics instead of Fusion Hammer, but this is still okay. We'll just rest before we fight the boss. Okay, well, this is a Sunder. Let's get the other Seek, I suppose. I didn't even draw Sunder. I'm kind of a dummy. So let's get, where is it? Genetic, and give me a Capacitor. I didn't get Sunder. I'm kind of a dummy. I keep thinking I keep thinking I clicked on it because I said the name of the card. That's how my brain works, apparently. You're doing 9 damage. I think we'll consume. Defend, defend. Well, this is good for us having all these dazes, I suppose. Made a consume free. You know what? Let's play it. Dun 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 dun. We never really need to play any cards in this fight. I'm just gonna wait until we draw. Oh, we don't really need to draw anything. I was saying I was gonna think self-repair, but we don't really need it, do we? I think I'm just gonna play Genetic. I'll play this Genetic. Kill you. Already at full health. Recycle is a card that we need. Reboot is a great card. I'm going deep because I really want to search for that Reboot. We got it. We got a lot of cards that we want to see again, and we only have one hologram. Because it's the only one that showed up, like usual. Like what normally happens here. Because it was free, thanks to Mummified Hand, I'll play it like that. What I really need is a creative AI. I thought we had one in the deck, but I guess that was the previous run through, huh? We need a little bit more block. Okay, that'll do it. Heat Sinks makes something free, but the only thing it's going to make free is an Apparition or Ball Lightning. We're taking 32 damage. We don't have enough block. Let's do it like this. There we go. Taking no damage. You might as well hold on to the Apparition Recycle if you can. Okay, now we're taking like almost 50. So now we'll do this. Hologram can bring back another recycle if we want it. Maybe we'll do that next turn. Heat sinks will draw, but I won't have the energy to play it if I had played it, so I think exhausting the heat sinks was the better option there. We could get a Sunder if we actually click on the right card this time. Sunder. And I don't hold on to the Seek. It's always useful. We'll also gain energy and draw. Then we can hologram. Oh, this is the ideal. Hologram Sunder. Hologram Sunder. Seek Genetic. Play Sunder. That was pretty nice. Liquid Bronze. I don't think we need it. Consume Defrag Cool-Headed Charge Battery. Defrag can never be upgraded, but it's still probably the best call here because it'll make another card free thanks to Mummified Hand. We're not gonna expend our gold. We're gonna have to waste this campfire, but hey, we're on Dono Deca. Capacitor. We have a lot of energy, so a Seek Consume Glacier is probably pretty good. Dude, we have to play creative. We're gonna Seek Glacier Defrag. So it's gonna be Consume, Turbo, Defrag, hits creative, which will hit Glacier, then we can Glacier, and we're taking a little bit of damage. You know what? Give me that boot sequence, give me that genetic. We won't play Fission though. It being this not being upgraded kind of blows, just saying. I'll tell you what though. Let's get that Apparition out there. I would love to be able to play Meteor Strike. In fact, we could. Next turn if we Fission. Or it could get hit by a power, like, oh, Storm Electrodynamics. Pretty good. Oh, hey, okay, well, you know, let's do this. Pretty happy about how that turned out. Let's Recursion. Get that Sunder going around. We're not taking that much damage, but I'll still play the Apparition, I suppose. Could draw, but I don't think we need to. This should be a pretty good fight for us. Also, hello, welcome, Makani, to the stream. How are you doing today? Hello, welcome. We have 2 creatives out. We've got a Hello World Buffer, 6 energy. All Lightning gives us energy. I think we will play Buffer. I think we will charge Battery. I think we'll Ball Lightning. And then I think we'll Reboot. Amplify is good for a future turn. We'll play Glacier. That gets us nearly enough block. I could play Glacier again, but I like having the energy, I think. We'll just hologram it back for a future turn. We will take 5 damage, which is actually 0 thanks to that buffer. This is very good. We're gonna amplify heat sinks. Gonna start making cards, you know, very free. So let's put out a creative AI. Block, 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 block. Deal a lot of damage, taking none. This is exactly what we want. This deck needs creative AI out there. If we can get creative. If we can get creative, we will win. It's a lot of exhaust cards. Well, give me a loop. Give me a capacitor. Give me a consume. You're not quite dead, but we have 2 buffers, but okay, well now we're taking no damage. Sure, you're dead. Yeah, I mean, this deck needs a Storm, and it needs a creative AI. If we find either of those cards in the shop, we'll be happy. Although Storm doesn't do it by itself. It's the fact that we had creative that made Storm so good on that fight. It's a waste of a rest, but, you know, it is what it is. We do have a membership card, so we can at least buy some things. Blindness is pretty good. We'll probably go Orrery to add some more cards. Another hologram is okay. It's just not... None of it's any good, though. None of it's what I need! We'll take Turbo. Where was that static discharge? Did I not see a static? Was it in the Turbo camp? I thought I saw a static. I guess a bullseye could be pretty good, but I do like a hologram. Man, not getting the needed cards kind of blows, doesn't it? Let's toss out a let's skip the rest of those. That was not very good. We'll take I'll take bronze scales. Can finally like purge a strike, I guess. This is weird. This is kind of bugging out. Hello World will give us cards, but it might not give us good cards. Common card. Yeah, it can't give us a creative AI. So not getting really anything good there kind of blows, but we'll make it work. We always do. We always do. I don't mind that. I really don't mind creative being out there. That's pretty sweet. We're actually taking no damage, so hold on to the reboot. If we can walk into the heart fight with 2 focus and 1 dex, I'll be pretty happy about that. So that's gonna be my hope and plan. Okay, what do we need? We're gonna seek powers to get him out. We're gonna play an apparition to take no damage. Let's start there. I mean, a free Sunder is pretty good. We seek a consume. Seek a glacier capacitor. Hello, reprogram. Then we can capacitor, consume, turbo, glacier, hologram, hologram turbo's pretty good, but a glacier gives us a lot of block next turn. Give me the glacier. I'll probably glacier reboot and try to turn around. So you're doing 57 damage. So there's the turn. Give me a charge battery, glacier. Is that enough block? It is. We'll take 1 damage. I will accept 1 damage. By the way, thank God we got electrodynamics in this fight thanks to Dead Branch. We're gonna turn. We actually don't need to play any more blocks. We're taking no damage. I would like to hit you with Sunder. For taking no damage, let's hit you with Sunder. You have 41 HP. Thunderstrike could do 25. You need to put up another 24 block if we want to take none on this turn. Can we get there? We can get 21 block, which gets us real close, or we could play an Apparition. If we play an Apparition, we won't have an Apparition to play on the next turn when we got to turn around. That's the big problem. We could reboot. I think I'll play the Apparition. Spire Spear is not quite dead. It's getting there, though. So you're hitting for 60. We already have 24 blocks, so we have to put up another 36. 7 times 4. Not enough. It's only 28. We'll take 8 damage. This might be a reboot. So we'll play 2 cards and then reboot. We did get an Apparition. We also got a Glacier. And a dual cast. I think a Glacier dual cast gets enough block. Because a Glacier gives us another 9, 9, 18, plus 7, so 26 block on top of 19. We'll need to put up another 15 block on top of the Glacier, which we can do with a dual cast. Well, no, it's going to give us more block. No, it's not. 24 plus 44. This is actually enough block. Okay. My math was very, very, very off. 25 damage. You kind of hit the wrong enemies, just saying. You're dead. Okay, there's self-repair. Consume. Hologram back anything that does damage. And in fact, let's just play it now because we've got a turn for it. Hologram back anything that does damage. We're getting there. 25 damage. It's not enough to kill you. So we'll play Apparition. Bullseye. You should be dead next turn. Although you're gonna put up you only put up 1 block. I guess when you hit like Ascension 17, they start putting up like 99 block or something like that. We'll take a Core Surge. Depending on what we get, we might be able to get like another bias out of Exhaustion, so. Okay, because of Toy Ornithopter, we might not play the potions immediately, but I will probably still play the Dex potion, but let's wait until the next turn. We're gonna take some damage to give us an opportunity to play potions. So we'll take those 3 hits right there. And we didn't have an artifact potion, we didn't get the innate Core Surge, that's fine. You're doing a bunch of damage. I gotta live, so. We will play cards and play potions. We will play Glacier. We will play Equilibrium. We will play a boot sequence. And we will eat, and we will eat. We're gonna take 6 damage. That Bronze Scales is hopefully gonna be very useful on this fight. We do have an Apparition. I think we're gonna just play it. And then I like the dual cast to get it out. I like the Claw. Kind of like getting a Darkness out there early. Maybe hit him with a Ball Lightning Strike. Clunk. We still have Lizard Tail. That's a very good point. So even if we die, it's not the end of the world. 2 holograms. Holograms can bring back Glaciers, maybe Consume when we get it. In fact, we should Consume on this turn because it's a good turn for it. And Self-Repair will make something free. So I think we should Consume. And I think we should also maybe like Defrag. You know what, let's get that potion out. We have 10 block Frost Orbs, which is pretty good. You're doing 60 damage. We have 40 block, which means we don't need to play Apparition to live. So we probably should not play it. We should probably hold it. I think I will Hologram Glacier though. It's a good block. We got a Capacitor out of that, which is extremely great In fact, possibly game-winning grade, because a capacitor consume means that we won't lose anything. Like, we won't lose enough orb slots if this is going to be, you know, super detrimental. Okay, and we still need to do like 200 damage, but we're getting there. Why did I have 40 block? Ah, because of motion chip, so we won't get the block next turn. That's whatever. Hyper Beam is free damage, I suppose, but I would still rather hold on to the artifact for like a bias cognition if it shows up. So I'm just gonna play cards to dump them. We've got a buffer and a genetic in hand, which is pretty good. 49 damage. I don't think we're gonna take any here. We pretty much have no way of punching through the artifacts. I'm just gonna play a blind. We do have a dark orb that's just like insanely good in the future. If we seek, what do we seek? Bullseye Ball Lightning? Oh, we should have gotten, oh, you know what? We should have gotten Recursion Ball Lightning, because then we could make the Dark Orb stay where it is. Yeah, we could have done that a little bit better. 39 block. We're gonna take a minor hit. Now you're doing 90 damage. We did get Recursion, which might win us the game because of how this is gonna play out. We do 143 damage, and then we'll just evoke it again later. Apparition seems pretty good here, because you're doing 90. Can I block it? Yeah, actually, let's do that. We'll save Apparition for the future. We got a creative AI, holy crap. I think we're gonna win. Getting a creative almost certainly means that we win, and we have an Apparition for the next big multi-hit turn. Echo Form, why not? You're doing 51 damage. We killed the heart. I didn't think we would, but we did it. Fantastic. Hey, Lordy14, welcome to the stream. How you doing? You saw this game was offered on Steam. It's been on your wish list. What do you think of it? Well, I've got like 700 hours in it, so I would think it's a pretty good game. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful game. It's very in-depth and fun and replayable. It's so good. Judge says, if you lose this, I'm traveling to the US and eating all of your cereal. Because of the fact that we had apparitions and genetic algorithm, we basically had 4 apparitions that we could play whenever we wanted it. So, you know, even if we weren't killing the heart there, the apparition means that even if the boss gained 10 strength, which it was probably about to do, yeah, it was about to gain 10 strength, we would still be able to completely counter that with the apparition. And we had another one in the deck, I think, that was still coming up. So even if the boss gained 50 strength, we would have been fine, because we still had that lizard tail too. So we could have gone like another 10 turns on the heart fight, and we would have been fine. And because we finally got creative, we would have been stronger as the time went on, but we had enough potions walking into the fight and enough, you know, capacitors and consumes and defrags, and we got a capacitor out of a dead branch that we were able to stay just ahead of the damage that we were taking. It was a very, very good run, I think. It was a 43 card deck. I've gotta start making thinner decks, but it's hard when every card needs to be added because it's a good card. Like even Thunderstrike, because we had Thunderstrike, we were able to kill some enemies on some combats before they got out of control. Even a card like that, I think, did matter. But I don't know, still a fun run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch to get notified when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.